Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a review of this Crash figurine that is like an amiibo but isn't because it doesn't have any NFC chip at the bottom. This is the company, or maybe what they're called, I can't quite remember but which one they are, but basically they are of 5, I think to my limited understanding, 5 figurines of Sony-based characters. Majority are Sony-based characters, or more affiliated with Sony than anyone else anyway. So you've got Crash, you've got Sackboy from Little Big Planet, you've got a character from Tekken, and you've got Parappa the Rapper, as well as a vehicle from Total Wipeout. Now the reason why I've got the Inkling Squid there is because I will do a comparison between the two in a moment. So yeah, I mean, you basically with this, well, this for me retailed at in the UK for $12.99, and I picked it up and acquired it at Game for $12.99, and yeah, I think the thing is, what you can say about this is that it is very much Sony's attempt at doing, like, you know, amiibos, and they're probably going to be pretty successful, I presume, in Japan and that, like figurines and action figure and stuff, and just generally what is referred to as nerd culture over here in the West is just huge and presumably more socially acceptable and just, you know, normality over there in Japan and places of that ilk, really. But yeah, I mean, the amiibos seem to have flown off shelves over here in the West as well. Major difference between, say, these amiibos, they have NFC chips at the bottom of them, so you can, like, tap them onto a piece of a Nintendo hardware, such as the one of the Joy-Cons on the Switch and one of the side of the Wii U tablet. Gamepad even, whereas this doesn't have a NFC chip, and that, detailing wise, it's really cool. I mean, it's got no articulation, so essentially it is literally just a figurine, not an action figure, because it has no action, but it's really nice. It comes with this, like, sort of nicely coloured and, you know, textured base and that, and the shoes are very nicely painted and whatnot, as are the trousers, as well as the gloves, fingerless gloves as well. You know, you can tell who it is, and that this was the last one they had in stock as well at Game. So, you know, it's kind of weird though, because his, like, torso's kind of like, what is it, twisted a bit, which really was disconcerting. When I got him out of the box, I was like, is he broke? And that, but no, it's kind of cool. It's got, like, that cheeky grin and that, and then the big sort of black nose, as well as, like, the eyebrows and the hair piece and flickers of the hair and whatnot. You know, really good detailing, and all the ears as well as the eyes are really cool, face wise, and texture wise it's pretty cool. Like, it's emulating fur very well, I guess, and that. I think you would really pick this up if obviously you're into decorating and or displaying stuff and kitting out, so to speak, your desk at work or whatnot, you know, or just a desk in an office, yeah, at work or at home, that you might have, because you might work at home, I don't know. But basically, yeah, I'd say this one's probably, well, they're not both bad, they're not bad for both of them for displaying and that, but obviously if you're looking for one that has more functionality and stuff to do in-game, then obviously amiibos are better. However, amiibos are cheaper and that, so, you know, you have to take in account, you know, you're getting what you pay for with these sorts of things, or just anything really in life, really. Basically, what I mean by that is that obviously these are probably better detailed figurines, but then again, I have seen in another game shop, not in my town, but elsewhere, that some of the figurines were literally just, you know, sort of like not even on the base when you, like, in the box, in the plastic box and that, which is really not good, and that. So, you know, for $12.99 you'd think that you'd be getting decent stuff, but sometimes, obviously, when they're in store or, people putting them in packaging, they're kind of stupid sometimes, and whatnot. But I think it's a decent figure, it's really cool, and clearly he's a fan favorite because, as I say, it was the last one at the shop, so... And how ironic that as I was walking out of the shop, I glanced at a copy of the Insane Trilogy, Crash Insane Trilogy for Xbox One. However, I'm going to wait until next month to ideally, hopefully, acquire it for the Switch. But yeah, I mean, again, both are just for different fan bases, really, and if you're a fan of both, say, Crash and Splatoon, then buy both. If you're not, then... don't. If you're only a fan of one, pick up just the one. If you're a fan of both, pick up both. I'd say, again, detail-wise, these are more, just intricate, I guess. There's more detail to them, I guess. But then again, a lot of Nintendo characters, dare I say, are very, well, not blocky, but in terms of the colour palette, they are very just sort of one note, whereas even though this is a cartoon character, he is a bit more sort of, I guess... for lack of a better term, complex in terms of his face sculpt and or, the texturing and or stuff of, fur and whatnot. But then again, because these are plastic figurines, there's only so much they can emulate what's essentially stuff that's usually, or fundamentally, digitally, rendered in a 3D games engine. So, yeah, I mean, it's totally up to you what you get, but this was my review of the Crash Bandicoot figurine. So, yeah, I do like the figurine, so, yeah. Thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.